Hello StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Semper and Frisk on King Sejong Station, the latter edition. In the bottom right side of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is Frisk from Team Ascension's professional team. This is the 16-year-old German player that I featured on my channel once in a while. He is an incredible upcoming talent. He is going by Marjorie on the ladder, apparently. I don't know if that's named after Marjorie Tyrell from Game of Thrones, a really amazing character, but if not, it's a good one nonetheless. And in the top left side of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is Semper, representing Root Gaming. So professional player here, maybe a bit more professional than Frisk, but again, he is 16, give him some time. There was some nice little banter there. Marjorie asks, do you get money from Root? Semper says, I have a PhD in comedy, that's why I am funny. Haha. Oh. As per usual, I loaded up a Terran replay and absolutely did nothing to get ready for it. Okay, got a good one. Ready to go. I love the scouting here from the probe. Semper says I'm not going to share that information. Yeah, I mean, usually don't ask anybody if they get what they get paid or if they get paid. It's just usually not super polite, and also something that people sometimes can't talk about. So here's the Reaper. This is a Reaper the Peeper. Always peep inside your base. That's what it's all about, right? The Reaper comes out, immediately goes to the enemy's base, sees what they're doing. It's like peeping in the windows of your neighbors to see what they're up to. I mean, yes, we call it scouting, but is it really scouting, or is it a violation of someone's basic human rights to privacy? You tell me. Is that a gateway expand? It is a gateway expand with a cyber core and two simulators. We'll see what Frisk opens up with here. I imagine Stalker pretty good, especially if there's a Reaper coming. I have to imagine that Frisk saw the timing on the barracks and decided that it was in fact a Reaper. And here he comes. Here comes Peeper, the Reaper, sneaking on out of his house, crossing across the backyard, trying not to wake up the dogs, and then moving up to the neighbors to see what he can see. Oh, and while he's there, he often tries to murder members of the family. So, I mean, maybe peeping Tom sounds a little more harmless than this actually is. This is more like peeping and assault and murder. So there's the assault part of it, but no mothership core. Did you see the latest StarCraft's video from Carbot? Holy cow, it's awesome. One of the parts I'm going to spoil for you real quick is the mothership core. Why are you doing this to me? Is the mothership core, when it attacks, it actually hits ping pong balls at the enemies. It's amazing. It's so funny. Adept, get it. Adept, get it. Oh, he didn't see in time. She didn't see in time. Frisk didn't see in time, but also the Adept did not see in time. Yeah, the mothership core is up there, like, shooting down at some roaches or something. And it's like, pew, ping, ping, ping. KD8 charge, hitting that Adept. Get out of my way, Adept. Reaper the Peeper. Did you get a kill? You got a kill in all of that somehow? Did you kill a drone? Or a probe, rather. You killed a probe. Nice job, Reaper the Peeper. Nicely done indeed. Following up with a heck of a lot of Marines. We have a factory thrown down on the tech lab, possibly for tanks. Meanwhile, the barracks heads over to do some more important stuff. Adept heading on up here, and the Reaper really wants to kill it, or not. I mean, it's difficult. It's difficult to do. This extra damage versus Reapers, 22 damage versus light, adds up, man. Adds up. Look out, Adept. Oh my goodness. Is Reaper the Peeper going to kill an Adept? Reaper the Peeper, get it. No, not quite able to. Not quite able to do it. One more shot would have killed him. Good reaction time by Semper, actually. Not too shabby indeed. It's okay, so got some damage done on the Adept. Did do some pretty good scouting. I mean, yeah, it was good enough. It was good enough for the time that it was. Mothership core waiting for that Reaper to come back in. Reaper the Peeper. Do it. Can you hop up here? Oh, you can. I didn't even know about that spot. That's annoying. All right, Reaper, probe kill. No, just scouting. Just scouting. Very smart indeed. KD8 charge, knocking everybody back. Can he get another? Probe kill. Go to focus. He does. He gets two. Still alive somehow. Mothership core and probes finally take him down. Reaper the Peeper scouts the Twilight Council, scouts the robotics facility, kills himself. 2 drones. Reaper the Peeper, you're in the Hall of Fame. You're in the Reaper Hall of Fame for Falcon Paladin's channel. I need someone to keep track of this and make a list for me because I will forget. But Reaper the Peeper is definitely in there. Amazing scouting play. Did take a lot of damage to himself. Healed himself up with combat drugs, as one is oft wont to do. And then he he died. But we won't focus on that. We'll focus on the way that he lived. Adept up here, just making sure third base doesn't come up anytime soon. And here it is. We usually see this against Zerg, but dropping tanks in this location, you can actually hit this mineral line, and it's super duper annoying. I mean, I guess these two patches, so nobody's mining there, so there's nothing to shoot. Did they just add stuff in there? Looks like they added stuff in there, so you can't sit the tank right there anymore, huh? Alright, medevac is spotting and scouting excellently. As I said, medevacs do have a longer range of vision than tanks do. Well, I mean, they can provide vision to tanks, is what I meant to say. So the tank itself has vision to a certain extent, but can't really shoot extra far unless he has a medevac scouting or spotting for him. Observer here, trying to see what's coming outside of this ramp. Back in the Terran base, it is standard stuff indeed. We have double pumping medevacs. We have double pumping marines. We have everything that a good and healthy Terran army wants for in his breakfast. Third base now up for Marjorie, rather. Frisk, 46 to 46 workers, and this Adept finally going to die. Sorry, Adept, you lasted pretty long time, and actually building it right here instead of building it there and flying it over, which is what we usually see. And it's just safer, something Terran players are a fan of. This pure Stalker stuff, not going to do so well against the Terran player. And the blink is good, mind you, I'm not saying it's terrible, but there are tanks out. And you know what, if it's straight Marine, maybe this is better than I thought. There's only one tank as well. There's the blink. Excellent job dodging that tank fire like in mid-explosion, which you don't really see all that often. Happily mining. The music dies down just a little bit. Resonating glaives on the way for Frisk. Upgrading the attack speed of those adepts. You know, I used to think if I saw this, there would be a lot of adepts, but I've seen players get this thing and really have a handful, like 5 or 6 or 7, and not really make them a big part of the gameplay. So I don't know. I don't know what this tells us about what is happening or not. So going to threaten this with the Blink Stalker. Going to do some more Prism stuff in the main at the same time. I love this decision making by Frisk. Taking down the command. No, blinking out. Not really taking any damage at all. Recognizing you can't necessarily win this, especially with the +1 attack. And especially with the stim. Is there not combat shield? No combat shield. Why are you skipping combat shield, Semper? I don't know. Warping in what? Adepts right into this mineral line while keeping the most of the army busy out here. And yeah, Adepts do 3-shot SCVs. So they're taking them down. The army decides to respawn. And yeah, the Stalker should move into that hole that is being filled. No, Semper knows. Semper knows what's happening. He says, I've been double trong dropped before. I know what you're trying to make me do. I'm not going to let it happen. He's putting some work in on that command center. You can win this fight. Blink Stalker Micro, go! +1 attack is not finished yet, which is an issue. Oh, Widowmine shot. Did he kill his own dudes there? Hold up, hold up. I was looking at the left. Widowmine. No, did Frisk just do that? Oh, I think he did that on purpose. He walked up to that Widowmine, had it engage, and it killed some of its own people. That's crazy. That was a good play. That was a good play. Adept's still in here. There's no mining going on whatsoever from Semper. Trying to hold the line here still is Semper. Stalker's trying to do this thing. Blinking back. The Blink Stalker Micro is good. Widowmine does end up getting killed there. He doesn't have an observer on this side of the map, though. It's right here, though. Frisk, you have one. Oh, tried to replant. Lost its life in the process. Widowmine shot killing 2 Stalkers there. I'm pretty sure that was an accident. Marauder getting whittled off as well. It's 114 to 114 total supply. Army value does look pretty darn even as well. This is close. This is a close one. Liberators setting up shop, trying to see what they can kill. There's a single drone or probe there, but there are a lot more juicy probes here. Photon overcharge comes up. It's not in range. It's not in range. How? Oh, it's so close. It's so close to being in range. Stalkers decide to get on home. They almost took out that base. Couldn't quite pull it off. Liberators setting up shop, and there's a dead Stalker getting 2-shot, as is per tradition. Marines and a Marauder happily sniping down this Nexus forever and ever. Amen. Kabloosh, explosion. Kabloosh, explosion. Stalkers, Immortals, Sentries getting all mixed up in this business. Pushing up is Semper. I don't know, man. You look fairly outnumbered in that situation, especially with Adepts. See what I mean? There's like 5 Adepts, 6 Adepts. A lot of Marine deaths, as you can hear there. Liberators pretty much locking this base down. Oh my gosh, how many kills do they get? 4 and... Is that 4 and 4? 4 and 4. Super late photon overcharge. I got this, you guys. I got this. Says the Mothership Core. Not going to happen. Nope. +1 attack finally on the way for Marjorie. +2 ground armor Coming up too, I feel like that was basically an early all-in with the Blink Stalker that Frisk was trying. It didn't work out for him, and now Semper's kind of starting to steamroll up to being a full 3-base Terran and looking really scary doing it. +1/+1 is there. Not working on +2/+2 quite yet, which does seem like a bit of an obstacle, but nothing that he can't overcome, I'm sure. This Observer's been scouting this section of the map for the entire game, it feels like. The entirety of this game. More Widow Mines getting mixed in. This is the most Widow Mines I've seen in a PvT in a while. Semper must really like these things. Scouting Marine does what he's supposed to do. He scouts, he finds the army, and he dies. That's what they tell you in the paperwork. They're like, all right, we're going to sign you up as a Scouting Marine. Oh, that sounds great. What do I get to do? You get to go up to the enemy, see what they're doing, and then have them murder you. That doesn't sound good, says the Scouting Marine. Too bad. You're a convicted criminal. We can make you do whatever we want. Templar Archives coming up for the Marjorie, possibly for Archons, possibly for Storm. Kind of a 50-50 chance there. Storm very good on this bio-heavy stuff, especially with the Widow Mines and the Marines. These things get eaten alive by Storm. Frisk, I think, is going to try to make that happen. Expanding a little bit is Semper. I think building down there, lifting up there seems to be the way to go. Adepts on the front line. They are tanky. They do kill Marines well, but they can't really do it by themselves. The Immortal count pretty high. Surprisingly high. Sniping down a Liberator. Nicely done. Losing some stuff to this Marine Marauder Ball. That's very scary indeed. Storm is being researched by Frisk. Another little attack of Adepts here inside the main base of Semper. Forcing another full pull of workers. Forcing the whole darn army back again. And another attack of Adepts in the third base. This is a lot of dead workers, you guys. This is 23 SCVs killed. Still alive. Still alive, still killing stuff, still trying to focus down those SCVs, not worrying so much about the army, pushing up. And yeah, while the army is otherwise occupied, taking out that command center, killing the SCV. It was canceled, so there's a refund for Semper. Not the worst thing in the world, but it is 148 to 160 total supply. Army value is starting to skyrocket a little bit for Marjorie. Definitely has the lead on that one. I know it's 4-digit addition, but I just kind of round and hope that's going to be good. So the High Templar are here. They do have Storm. The ability to Storm does cost 75 energy. None of these guys are there yet. They don't have anything that allows them to increase their starting energy, sadly for them, like pathogen glands, but nonetheless, still pretty good, so I don't feel too bad. +2 armor, +2 ground weapons on the way for Frisk. Not going to matter in this upcoming battle, though. The Liberator count pretty darn high. Is Frisk going to beat this thing, Liberator thing, with just straight up... No, I was going to say, you're going to finish that without Tempest. Maybe Storm going to make it happen. Another Adept Warp in back here. Just killing everything. That's a flank attack. Flank attack. Yeah, I mean, don't go that way. Come up this way. Come over this way. Adept locked into a corner, but multi-pronged attack here from Frisk. Surrounding the Terran army. Storming right in the middle of them. Focusing down the Liberators with the Stalker. Storm wiping down everything. And that's it. A GG from Semper. Semper is defeated and Frisk is victorious. Wow. What an absolutely clutch pro-level end game there. Semper allowed himself to get surrounded. Small group left here by Frisk. Flanked this way. Used the Stalkers to take on the Liberators. Moved up just a little bit, did Semper. The Storms were brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. 5 kills on that Templar. How many more Templar do we have alive? 10 kills on that Templar. Are there only... No, there's still... There are 4 of them? 10, 3, I mean 11. Yeah, those Templar absolutely wiped out the Terran bio in seconds, it seemed like. And that was it. 141 and 94 total supply. Frisk had the bigger army. Semper knew it, and he tapped out. So well done to Frisk. 16 years old, you guys. 16. We're going to see a lot of him in the future. So that is it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.